In the world of a cappella performances, no other group holds a synonym than the Pentatonix. Right from 2014, their popularity grew, but not everything is glamour and glitter. Behind the spotlight were tales of personal struggles, silent battles, and heartbreaks. From the pressures of fame to their journey which brought emotional toils, let's dive into the lesser-known hardships of the group that brought joy to its listeners, while struggling with their own lives and facing unexpected sorrows. The tragedy of the Pentatonix members is so sad. Behind the harmonies and holiday cheer, the members of Pentatonix have faced deeply personal struggles that contrast sharply with their public image. Kristen Maldonado, once engaged in a fairy tale proposal in Paris, endured heartbreak when the wedding was called off in 2017, only to find love again and marry in 2024. Scott Hoying, now happily married and planning a family, once felt pressured to hide his identity in the early days of the group. These emotional battles, coupled with the departure of founding member Avi Kaplan in 2017 due to the pressure of touring, reveal a group that has weathered more than just musical challenges. Their resilience adds a poignant layer to their success story. The real reason Avi Kaplan left Pentatonix. Avi Kaplan's departure from Pentatonix in 2017 wasn't due to creative differences or internal conflict. It was a profoundly personal decision rooted in emotional well-being. Despite the group's meteoric rise and Grammy-winning success, Avi struggled with the relentless pace of touring and the emotional toll of being away from loved ones. In a heartfelt video, he explained that the lifestyle left him feeling disconnected from nature and family, two things he cherished. Rather than compromise his mental health or hold the group back, he stepped away on amicable terms. Since then, Avi has adopted a quieter, more grounded approach in folk music, releasing solo work under his name and reconnecting with the artistic freedom that first inspired him. Mitch Grassie's bold transformation over the years. Mitch Grassie's evolution from Pentatonix's high-flying tenor to a boundary-pushing solo artist has been nothing short of remarkable. In 2025, his decision to shave his head became a symbol of reinvention, shedding not just his hair but also his expectations. Performing under the name Messer, Grassie embraced a darker, avant-garde aesthetic that contrasted sharply with his earlier pop persona. His solo work, including the EP Roses, explored themes of identity, vulnerability, and artistic freedom. Fans witnessed a shift not only in his music but also in his fashion, stage presence, and public voice, becoming more confident and experimental. Grassie's transformation reflects a broader journey of self-acceptance and creative liberation, inspiring a new generation of artists to embrace authenticity over conformity. Kristen Maldonado's life before Pentatonix. Before Pentatonix catapulted her to global fame, Kristen Maldonado's life was shaped by resilience, ambition, and early artistic passion. Raised by her single mother in Arlington, Texas, Kristen discovered her love for music during long car rides filled with radio sing-alongs. At just 8 years old, she stunned guests at her mother's wedding with a powerful vocal performance, prompting formal voice lessons. Immersed in local theater, she met future bandmate Mitch Grassie and later Scott Hoying in high school choir. Kristen earned a full scholarship to the University of Oklahoma for musical theater, but left before graduating to pursue a career with Pentatonix. Her pre-fame journey reveals a determined artist whose early sacrifices and community roots laid the foundation for her a cappella success. Scott Hoying's struggles with fame and anxiety. Scott Hoying's journey from a Texas choir kid to a Grammy-winning Pentatonix frontman has been marked by both triumph and turmoil. While his stage presence radiates confidence, Hoying has openly discussed the emotional toll of fame, particularly during his early years when he was navigating his identity and public scrutiny. In 2025, his mother's memoir shed new light on his internal battles, including a painful counseling session in his teens that attempted to correct his sexuality, a moment that left lasting scars. Hoying has since become a vocal advocate for mental health and LGBTQ+ visibility, using his platform to destigmatize anxiety and self-doubt. His vulnerability, once a private burden, has become a source of strength and connection for fans facing similar struggles. Kevin Olusola, from medical dreams to musical genius. Kevin Olusola's journey from aspiring doctor to musical innovator is a testament to the power of following one's passion. Born to a Nigerian psychiatrist and a Grenadian nurse in Owensboro, Kentucky, Kevin was immersed in both science and music from an early age. He studied pre-med at Yale University while majoring in East Asian studies, even spending time in China to become fluent in Mandarin. But it was his viral cello boxing video, combining cello and beatboxing, that changed everything. That performance caught the attention of Pentatonix, launching him into global fame. By 2025, Kevin continues to inspire as a solo artist and motivational speaker, proving that sometimes the most unconventional paths lead to the most extraordinary destinations. The hidden story behind Pentatonix's first viral video. Before the Grammy wins and sold-out tours, Pentatonix's rise first began with a humble YouTube upload in 2010, a cover of Lady Gaga's Telephone performed by Scott Hoying, Mitch Grassi, and Kristen Maldonado. Filmed in their Texas high school, the video was originally part of a local radio contest, but unexpectedly gained traction online, amassing over 1 million views by 2023. What fans didn't know was that the trio almost didn't submit it, fearing it wasn't polished enough. That leap of faith not only caught the attention of producers from the sing-off, but also laid the foundation for their signature style. In 2025, the group reflected on that moment as the spark that ignited a global a cappella movement. How Pentatonix almost lost it all after winning the sing-off. Winning Season 3 of the Sing-Off in 2011 should have launched Pentatonix into instant stardom, but the reality was far more precarious. Despite their victory, the group was dropped by their label just weeks later, leaving them without a recording contract or financial backing. In 2025, Scott Hoying reflected on that period as the most uncertain chapter of their career. With no industry support, they turned to YouTube, uploading covers that slowly built a loyal fan base. Their viral success with Daft Punk in 2013 became a turning point, but the years between were marked by self-funding, couchsurfing, and doubt. That near collapse forged their independence and ultimately shaped their identity as pioneers of modern a cappella. What fans don't know about Pentatonix's name origin. The name Pentatonix wasn't just a clever play on words, it was a calculated choice that reflected both musical theory and group identity. Coined by Scott Hoying in 2011, the name draws from the pentatonic scale, a 5-note musical scale found in cultures worldwide, symbolizing the group's global aspirations and its 5-member lineup. What fans may not know is that the group nearly went with a different name entirely, fearing Pentatonix sounded too academic. However, after a late-night brainstorming session, they came to embrace its uniqueness. In 2025, during a podcast interview, Hoying revealed that the X at the end was added for a modern edge and searchability. That minor tweak helped brand them as innovators in a genre often dismissed as niche. Pentatonix's most emotional performance and the story behind it. Among Pentatonix's many standout moments, their 2016 rendition of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah remains their most emotionally resonant performance to date. Though released nearly a decade ago, the group revisited the song in 2025 during a tribute concert for Cohen's 40th anniversary of the original track. This time, the performance carried deeper weight. Kristen Maldonado had recently lost a close family member, and Mitch Grassi dedicated his solo to LGBTQ+ youth facing hardship. The stripped-down arrangement, recorded live in Vienna, featured no vocal percussion, allowing raw harmonies to take center stage. Audience members reported tears and standing ovations, and the video quickly gained worldwide attention. It wasn't just a cover, it was a cathartic moment of shared grief, healing, and human connection. Inside the Pentaholic fanbase, obsession or inspiration? The Pentaholic fanbase has evolved into one of the most passionate and organized communities in modern music culture. By 2025, their influence extends beyond social media trends and concert turnouts. They've launched scholarship funds, organized mental health awareness campaigns, and even hosted international fan conventions. While some critics label their devotion as obsessive, many fans argue it's a source of empowerment and connection. The group's inclusive message and personal transparency have fostered a deep emotional bond, especially among LGBTQ+ youth and aspiring musicians. Pentatonix don't just consume content, they create it, remix it, and amplify it. Their loyalty isn't blind, it's built on shared values and mutual respect, making them a case study in how fandom can fuel real-world impact. How Pentatonix revolutionized a cappella forever. Pentatonix didn't just popularize a cappella, they redefined its place in mainstream music. After winning the Sing-Off in 2011, the group faced industry skepticism, with many dismissing a cappella as a novelty. But by 2025, they've earned 4 Grammy Awards, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and over 20 million YouTube subscribers. Their innovative arrangements, blending beatboxing, vocal layering, and pop sensibilities, transformed covers into viral sensations. Collaborations with artists like Dolly Parton and Lindsey Stirling further legitimized their artistry. More than performers, they became educators and ambassadors, inspiring school choirs and launching vocal workshops worldwide. Pentatonix didn't just survive in a genre once considered niche, they elevated it to a global movement with lasting cultural impact. When Pentatonix met Dolly Parton, a collaboration for the ages. In 2016, Pentatonix joined forces with country legend Dolly Parton for a reimagined version of her classic hit Jolene, a collaboration that would echo through the years. The stripped-down 6-voice arrangement earned them a Grammy Award for Best Country Duo and Group Performance, marking a milestone for both artists. What made the moment timeless wasn't just the harmonies, it was the chemistry. In a 2024 interview, Parton called it one of the most joyful recordings of her career. The performance, which remains popular in 2025, is studied in music programs for its vocal precision and emotional depth. It wasn't just a duet, it was a cultural bridge between generations, genres, and fan bases, proving that great music transcends boundaries and reinvents itself. The controversy around Pentatonix's cover of Hallelujah. Pentatonix's 2016 cover of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah became a viral sensation, but it also sparked debate that still lingers in 2025. Critics argued that the group's omission of certain verses diluted the song's original spiritual and emotional complexity. Some purists felt the rendition leaned too heavily into holiday sentimentality, especially after it was featured on their Christmas album, despite Cohen's lyrics being rooted in biblical ambiguity and human struggle. Others defended the cover as a respectful homage that introduced the song to a new generation. The controversy reignited in 2024 when a music historian's essay raised questions about whether the performance contributed to the song's misinterpretation as a Christmas anthem. For Pentatonix, the debate underscored the power and risk of reimagining iconic music. Who's the richest member of Pentatonix? As of 2025, Scott Hoying holds the title of the wealthiest member of Pentatonix with an estimated net worth of $8 million. His financial success stems not only from the group's global achievements, but also from his ventures outside the a cappella spotlight. Hoying co-founded the popular duo Superfruit with Mitch Grassi, garnering millions of views and a dedicated fan base. In 2023, he launched a successful podcast and invested in a digital media startup focused on LGBTQ+ storytelling. His 2024 memoir became a bestseller, further boosting his profile and earnings. While all members have seen substantial success, Hoying's diversified portfolio and entrepreneurial spirit have positioned him as the financial standout in a group known for collective harmony. Pentatonix members and their real relationship statuses. As of 2025, the members of Pentatonix have struck a balance between love and privacy in their personal lives. Scott Hoying married model Mark Manio in a seaside ceremony in 2023, with fellow bandmates in attendance. Mitch Grassi remains in a long-term relationship with designer Travis Bush, often sharing glimpses of their life on social media. Kristen Maldonado rekindled her romance with Jeremy Michael Lewis, and the couple quietly tied the knot in 2024 after years of ups and downs. Kevin Olasula and his wife Lee Weissman are raising their daughter Kaya, born in 2021, while Matt Sally continues to share his life with his wife Sarah Bishop, whom he married in 2022. Together, they strike a balance between fame and grounded, enduring partnerships. Tour Life Confessions: What happens on the road? Behind the polished performances and viral videos, life on tour for Pentatonix is a whirlwind of exhaustion, bonding, and unexpected chaos. In a 2025 behind-the-scenes documentary, the group revealed the emotional highs and logistical lows of constant travel, missed flights, vocal fatigue, and the challenge of maintaining relationships from afar. Kevin Olusola described the tour bus as a moving meditation and a pressure cooker, where silence and laughter coexist. The crew plays an unsung role, from sound engineers to wardrobe stylists, forming a tight-knit family. Despite the glamour of sold-out arenas, the real story unfolds in hotel lobbies, late-night rehearsals, and quiet moments of doubt. Tour life isn't just a schedule, it's a test of endurance, trust, and shared purpose. The secret bond between Scott and Mitch. Long before Pentatonix became a global sensation, Scott Hoying and Mitch Grassi shared a friendship rooted in childhood choir rehearsals and creative dreams. Their bond, often mistaken for romance, has always been one of deep emotional intimacy and artistic synergy. In 2025, fans continue to celebrate their duo project, Superfruit, which showcased their chemistry beyond a cappella. Though both are now married to different partners, their connection remains unshakable, built on years of shared triumphs, personal growth, and mutual trust. In interviews, they describe each other as soul siblings, a term that captures their rare dynamic. Their ability to finish each other's sentences and harmonize instinctively is more than talent, it's a testimony to a lifelong friendship that shaped their musical legacy. Pentatonix's most hated songs, according to the fans. While Pentatonix has earned acclaim for its vocal mastery, not every track has resonated with fans. As of 2025, their 2018 cover of Bohemian Rhapsody remains one of the most divisive. Despite its ambitious arrangement and technical execution, many longtime fans criticized it for lacking the emotional depth and theatrical flair of Queen's original. Online forums and Reddit threads frequently cite the cover as overproduced and too safe, with some arguing that the group's signature style clashed with the song's operatic complexity. Others defended it as a bold experiment, but the consensus among critics and fans alike is that it didn't quite hit its mark. The backlash highlights the risks of reinterpreting iconic tracks, even for a group known for its vocal innovation. The time Pentatonix nearly split over creative differences. In 2020, tensions quietly simmered within Pentatonix as the group faced a creative crossroads that nearly led to a split. According to a 2024 interview with Scott Hoying, the band struggled to align on their musical direction following the release of their original album, The Lucky Ones. Mitch Grassi pushed for a more experimental sound, while others preferred to stay rooted in their signature a cappella style. The pandemic had already strained their workflow, forcing them to record remotely and limiting live performances. A particularly heated disagreement during a virtual planning session almost derailed their next project. Ultimately, a group retreat in Big Sur helped them reconnect and recommit to their shared vision. That near breakup became a turning point in their evolution. Pentatonix's Grammy journey, all the wins and snubs. Pentatonix's Grammy history is a mix of triumph and overlooked brilliance. As of 2025, the group has secured 3 Grammy wins out of 5 nominations, with their first victory in 2015 for Best Arrangement, Instrumental or A Cappella with Daft Punk. They repeated the win in 2016 for Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, showcasing their technical mastery. However, fans still express frustration over notable snubs, particularly the absence of nominations for their original album, The Lucky Ones. Their viral cover of Hallelujah. In 2023, they earned a nod for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album with Holidays Around the World, but lost to a mainstream pop act. Their Grammy journey reflects both their innovation and the industry's evolving recognition of a cappella artistry. Pentatonix and their most iconic red carpet moments. Over the years, Pentatonix has transformed red carpet appearances into statements of unity, style, and evolution. Their 2025 Grammy red carpet turned heads with coordinated metallic ensembles that paid homage to their futuristic sound, earning praise from fashion critics and fans alike. Earlier moments, like their 2017 American Music Awards debut, showcased a more understated elegance, reflecting their transition from YouTube sensations to mainstream icons. The group's 2023 Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony also stood out, with each member wearing personalized outfits that paid homage to their cultural roots and musical influences. These appearances aren't just about fashion, they're visual milestones that mirror their artistic journey, capturing how Pentatonix continues to harmonize individuality with collective identity on and off the stage. Behind the scenes of a Pentatonix music video. Creating a Pentatonix music video is a masterclass in precision, creativity, and collaboration. In 2025, the group offered fans a rare behind-the-scenes look at the making of their Prayers for This World video, filmed in a minimalist soundstage in Los Angeles. The process began with vocal rehearsals, blocking choreography to match the emotional tone of the song. Kevin Olusula's beatboxing was recorded live on set to capture raw energy, while Kristen Maldonado worked closely with the director to refine visual storytelling. Lighting cues were meticulously timed to highlight each harmony shift. Between takes, the group shared laughs and snacks, revealing a tight-knit dynamic. The final product may last minutes, but its creation is a full-day symphony of teamwork. Who writes Pentatonix's music? The surprising truth. While Pentatonix is best known for their intricate vocal arrangements and viral covers, the group has increasingly taken creative control of their original material. As of 2025, most of their original songs are co-written by members Scott Hoying, Mitch Grassi, and Kirsten Maldonado, often in collaboration with top industry songwriters like Taylor Parks and Martin Johnson. Their 2015 self-titled album marked a turning point, showcasing their songwriting chops beyond a cappella reinterpretations. Kevin Olusula and Matt Sally also contribute ideas, especially in rhythm and vocal layering. The group's writing process is highly collaborative, often beginning with a melodic hook or lyrical theme. This hands-on approach has helped them evolve from cover artists into respected creators with a distinct musical identity. How Avi Kaplan found peace after leaving the group. After stepping away from Pentatonix in 2017, Avi Kaplan embarked on a deeply personal journey to rediscover balance and authenticity. By 2025, he's become a respected solo artist in the Americana and folk scenes, known for his introspective lyrics and earthly sound. Avi spent time in nature-rich retreats, including a transformative solo hike through Israel and months in the forest near Nashville, where he wrote much of his debut EP I'll Get By. His latest release, Peace Somehow, reflects a man grounded in solitude and spiritual clarity. Kaplan has spoken openly about the emotional toll of constant touring and the healing power of stillness. His post-Pentatonix path isn't just a career shift, it's a return to his most authentic self. Kristen's Broadway dreams and how close she came. Before Pentatonix, Kristen Maldonado envisioned a future on Broadway, and by 2025, fans still wonder how close she came to making that dream a reality. A musical theater major at the University of Oklahoma, Kristen was offered roles in regional productions and even auditioned for touring companies while still in college. In a 2024 interview, she revealed that she had callbacks for the Broadway revival of Spring Awakening, but ultimately chose to pursue Pentatonix full-time after their win on Sing Off. Although she has since performed in off-Broadway showcases and expressed interest in returning to the stage, scheduling conflicts and the group's demanding tour life have prevented her from committing. Still, Kristen hasn't ruled it out. Broadway remains a dream deferred, not abandoned. Mitch Grassi's side project, Superfruit Explained. Superfruit, the vibrant side project of Mitch Grassi and Scott Hoying, emerged in 2013 as a creative outlet beyond Pentatonix's a cappella roots. By 2025, it'll be remembered as a bold experiment in pop, queerness, and internet culture. The duo's YouTube channel blended comedic vlogs with high-energy music videos, culminating in their 2017 album Future Friends, which charted on Billboard and showcased their flair for synthpop and emotional storytelling. Superfruit allowed Grassi to explore themes of identity and self-expression with fewer constraints, often embracing flamboyant visuals and unapologetic lyrics. Though the project has been dormant since 2019, its influence endures in Grassi's solo work and in the way it redefined what a musical side project could be in the digital age. Kevin Olusola's cello boxing – talent you won't believe. Kevin Olusola's cello boxing, a fusion of classical cello and beatboxing, continues to astonish audiences in 2025, more than a decade after his viral debut. The technique, which began as a Yale dorm room experiment, has since become his signature, earning him a solo spot on The Jennifer Hudson Show, where he stunned viewers with a live performance that blended Bach with hip-hop rhythms. His latest solo album, Dawn of a Misfit, pushes the boundaries further, incorporating cello boxing into cinematic soundscapes and spoken word. Olusola credits his multicultural upbringing and classical training for shaping this hybrid style. What began as a YouTube curiosity has evolved into a genre-defying art form, cementing Kevin's legacy as one of music's most inventive performers. Scott Hoying's LGBT advocacy and public support. By 2025, Scott Hoying is expected to emerge as a powerful voice for LGBTQ+ advocacy, utilizing his platform to champion acceptance, visibility, and mental health awareness. His activism deepened following the release of The Untold Story of Scott Hoying, a memoir co-authored with his mother, Connie, which candidly explores his coming out and the emotional toll of hiding his identity. The book has since been used as a resource for parents of queer youth, praised for its message of unconditional love and growth. Hoying frequently partners with GLAAD and other organizations, speaking at schools and pride events across the U.S. His message is clear: authenticity is strength. Through vulnerability and public engagement, he's become a role model for young LGBTQ+ individuals navigating their journeys. Pentatonix and the unexpected countries where they're huge. While Pentatonix's global appeal is well known, their unexpected popularity in countries like the Philippines, Japan, and Brazil has surprised even the group itself. In 2025, Spotify data revealed that Manila ranked among its top 5 streaming cities worldwide, thanks in part to its collaborations with Filipino artists and its faithful cover of Christmas in Our Hearts. In Japan, their partnership with YouTubers Hakiken and Seiken on Last Christmas sparked a surge in local fandom. Meanwhile, Brazil's love for vocal harmony and festive music has made their holiday albums perennial chart toppers. These regions have embraced Pentatonix not just for their sound but for their cultural curiosity and inclusive spirit, proving that music without instruments can still strike a universal chord. Fans who took it too far. Pentatonix's wildest fan stories. Pentatonix's devoted fan base has fueled their rise, but a few encounters have veered into unsettling territory. In 2023, a fan reportedly followed the group's tour bus across 3 states, attempting to hand-deliver a scrapbook of future wedding plans to Mitch Grassi. Security intervened before contact was made. Another incident in 2024 involved a fan sneaking backstage at a European show by impersonating a crew member, prompting the group to tighten access protocols. While most Pentaholics are respectful and passionate, these rare extremes have sparked conversations about boundaries and celebrity safety. In a 2025 interview, Scott Hoying emphasized the importance of mutual respect, noting that while fan enthusiasm is cherished, personal space and well-being must always come first. How Pentatonix members balance fame and family. Balancing global fame with personal life is no easy feat, but by 2025, the members of Pentatonix have found ways to stay grounded amid the spotlight. Kevin Olusola often brings his wife Lee and daughter Kaya on tour, creating a mobile family unit that blends rehearsals with bedtime stories. Scott Hoying and his husband Mark Manio prioritize mental health breaks, frequently retreating to nature between tour legs. Kristen Maldonado, now married to longtime partner Jeremy Michael Lewis, schedules downtime around family milestones. Mitch Grassi and Matt Sally also emphasize the importance of boundaries, limiting social media use during off days to stay present with loved ones. Their approach isn't about perfection, it's about intention, proving that harmony offstage is just as vital as the one on it. Pentatonix's Christmas specials, Behind the Glitter. Since their first holiday album in 2014, Pentatonix has become synonymous with Christmas cheer. But their festive specials are more than just glitter and harmonies. By 2025, the group will have produced 4 televised Christmas specials, including the fan-favorite Christmas Under the Stars, which aired on BYU TV and featured collaborations with BYU Vocal Point and heartfelt tributes to their families. Behind the scenes, these productions demand intense rehearsal schedules, last-minute vocal adjustments, and meticulous set design to match the group's evolving aesthetic. In a 2024 interview, Kirsten Maldonado revealed that filming often runs past midnight, with multiple takes required to capture the perfect blend of emotion and precision. The result is a holiday tradition that feels effortless, but is anything but. What Pentatonix members do when they're not singing. Away from the spotlight, the members of Pentatonix lead diverse and creatively rich lives. In 2025, Scott Hoying continues to host his podcast, which focuses on LGBTQ+ voices, while also mentoring young vocalists through a nonprofit arts initiative. Mitch Grassi has leaned into fashion design, launching a gender-fluid clothing line that debuted at New York Fashion Week. Kirsten Maldonado balances motherhood with voice acting, recently lending her voice to a lead character in an animated Netflix series. Kevin Olusola is pursuing a master's degree in theology, blending his faith and music in community outreach programs. Matt Sally, meanwhile, volunteers with youth choirs and produces gospel-inspired tracks. Their offstage pursuits reflect a shared commitment to creativity, growth, and giving back. The message Pentatonix left us all with, and why it matters. By 2025, Pentatonix's legacy extends far beyond their harmonies. It's rooted in resilience, authenticity, and unity. Following the tragic passing of a member earlier this year, fans and fellow artists reflected on the group's enduring message that music can be a force for healing and connection. Their journey from YouTube covers to Grammy stages was never just about fame. It was about breaking barriers, embracing individuality, and uplifting others through sound. In tributes and interviews, the remaining members emphasized kindness, vulnerability, and the importance of using one's voice, literally and figuratively. Their story reminds us that success isn't measured only in awards, but in the lives touched and the courage sparked. Pentatonix didn't just perform, they inspired a generation to listen deeper. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon,